Hi there. Welcome to Brave Moon Tarot. I really hope you're doing well today. I thought today I would do a reading from your spirit guides with messages of love. So this could be someone that you're thinking about in particular, maybe an ex, maybe someone who you want to date, maybe someone who you haven't seen in a while, that you haven't had contact with in a while. So whoever that person is that you're thinking of, this is what your spirit guides want you to know about that person and their connection with you. So I have 3 piles here. I did go ahead and pull various oracle cards, and then I will do the tarot cards in the reading. So we have 3 piles here. So go ahead and kind of meditate on which pile you want, and we'll get right into it. Hello there. If you chose group number 1, then these are your spirit messages from your guides about love, about your person that you haven't seen in a while, whoever it may be. Let's see. Do I want to pull these? Do I want to do these first? Or, you know what? Let's do that. Usually I wait to the end to see what these are, but let's do this first. So your Whispers of Love is number 18. Embrace your emotions. You got, oh, it's upside down. Number 46, Coming Apart, but it is upside down. You got The Answers You Need Are Coming. And then your message from your person, if they could say anything to you, is, I understand our connection now. So let's go ahead and see what your tarot cards are. So, group number 1. What does group number 1 need to know about their person? Wow, your cards are flying, guys. You got the Hierophant, the 10 of Cups, Temperance. Group number 1's person, Page of Wands. What's going on with group number 1's person? Queen of Pentacles. Let's get one more, please. Group number 1's person. And 6 of Pentacles. Okay, I want to... let's get some clarifiers first. Tell me more about the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here? What can you tell me about the Hierophant? Group number 1. Group number 1. Okay, we have Page of Swords and Death. Why is the Page of Wands here? 8 of Cups. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Page of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. You know what? I want to get another one for that. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Page of Cups. Okay, what's going on? Oh, bottom of the deck is the Star. What is going on with your connection? Wow. Right off the bat, I'm feeling that this Star is your current energy. The Star talks about hope, hoping that things are going to turn out the way you want, kind of looking for that guiding star to kind of guide the way. Maybe you're wishing upon a star. That could be a possibility. Hold on, let me move these down here. I'm just making a mess with these cards here. feel like with your person, wow, we got Temperance and the Six of Pentacles, which talks about balance. I feel like you're definitely feeling out of balance because you're not with this person. And in this particular deck, really big in the middle is this like yin-yang symbol. So I feel like you're really missing your person and you're feeling way out of balance without them. This is also sticking out to me, this 46 coming apart upside down. Well, here, this is what it looks like, right side up. But you got it upside down, which tells me that usually when that card is right side up, it's like something is, like you are putting an end to something. So if that was right side up, I would say you or this other person just decided, you know, I'm putting an end to, or you decided I'm putting an end to this situation, but it's reversed. So it's either like, either the other person ended this or you drifted apart. I'm definitely feeling that, I'm getting that your person, sorry, I am like all tongue-tied. I'm just feeling, I feel like your person ended it. Like they're the one that ended it. And that's why, like, because you're the one that's hoping that you'll get back together. You're the one feeling like completely out of balance. Although, to be honest, I feel like your person, oh yeah, because we have this, I understand our connection now from your person. So it's like maybe both of you are just feeling completely out of balance here. So maybe you two just drifted apart and that's, you know, maybe you were in, like nothing significant happened, nothing serious happened to end your relationship. But maybe you were just at the time were in just two different places and, you just sort of drifted apart. Like one of you was in school and one was focusing on career or vice versa. Or one was ready to settle down, but the other person was like just starting school or something like that. And it's not that that was like, you know, anything huge and tragic, but it's like you were just in two different parts in your life, which caused you to kind of drift apart. Because we also have, so we have the Page of Wands here. I feel like this, I feel like this might have been your energy. Like you were, hold on a second. Wait, I want to get one more card for this Page of Wands because I'm getting something, but I just want to be sure. Okay, why else is the Page of Wands here besides the Eight of Cups? What else can you tell me? Okay. So I feel like we have the Eight of Cups here, which talks about retreating. It's like retreating from a situation, but not because you're happy to be leaving it. I always get the sense that this is more, this is just more melancholy, more like, yeah, I didn't want to leave the situation, but it just seemed right. It's not like you even left in some like big display of emotion or anything like that, but you're just kind of like, this person's just kind of swimming away gracefully. But I feel like I'm really getting the sense that because you did that, and maybe you both did that, this could definitely be your other person's energy too. I'm really getting the sense that like you both are kind of mirroring each other. So your person could have felt the same way, like when you parted, like both of you just kind of like swam away and, you know, took some downtime to think, or went on to something else, went on to school, went on to work or whatever, and just kind of did your thing. And I feel like while you were doing that, or since you've done that, you've started to, I feel like you started to think about what you want in life. Like while you were apart from this person, you took time to follow your passions, or just do things that make you happy. Do things that you that make you feel a little more confident. You know, like you followed your hobbies, or you did something for work or school that just made you feel more confident. It kind of felt right at the time. And we have the world too. It's almost like now you are, like you're thinking, okay, so now I know I can do things on my own. I you know, have things in my life that make me happy, and this is what I really want. I want the world. I want to share the world with someone. I want to share my world with someone. So we also have the 10 of Cups. So you're obviously thinking about this happily ever after with your person. And the Star, so you're wishing and hoping for it. We have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant can talk about, like authority figures, institutions, like church, state. Maybe someone works for the government. I also get the sense, especially from this deck, that this is someone who's very stable. I mean, this person is like growing root. This person's a tree, actually, on this card. Growing root. So it's like someone wants... Hold on a second. I'm really getting... I'm almost getting that this is your person. This Hierophant is your person's energy. I feel like maybe they used to be the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is it's a much younger energy. Someone who's honest, someone who is determined to make their goals. I really feel like your person has gone through a change since you've been apart. And they went from this younger energy to a more stable energy. This could be someone who, you know, like now that they're done with school, they're a little more grounded. They know what they want to do. They're wiser. They, a little more stable in their career, in their life in general. It's like it's like whatever they did, they just went through a big change to get there. We have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this is, I feel like this is your energy. Like, I feel like you are also a little bit more stable in your life. maybe since you've been apart, you've worked your way up in your career. Maybe you're making a little bit more money, or you have a job that's a little bit more stable than what you had. Just something in your life has brought more stability. So I just feel like the two of you are in much better places than what you were. We also have the Six of Cups, which talks about balance. This is also a card about sharing, like maybe sharing the wealth with somebody. Like you have enough for yourself, but you also have enough to give to others. And because we have the Temperance in this, I'm just really, again, I feel like you two are mirroring each other. Like you're both in better places where you can be equal partners. You both bring like similar careers or similar paychecks, you know, to this. Now, to clarify your Queen of Pentacles, you got the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Now, pages can talk about messages coming in, so I feel like, and because we got it with this card that I think is your energy, I feel like your person might be coming forward with messages of, like rekindling a romance, starting something more stable, more substantial, like starting an actual relationship that's based on mutual understanding. This is also, what's the word? Like the start of something prosperous. Like they have a message. They want to start, like a prosperous new life with you. And the Page of Cups, this is like very romantic, very loving. So it's like this person not only wants a life that's very grounded with you, but they also want the romance back. Oh, we also have embrace your emotions, allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. So, that is number 18, by the way. So yeah, I feel like you really need to, wow, I almost feel like this might be a message, or your reaction to these messages coming in. Oh, and we also got the answers that you need are coming. So yeah, so I feel like your person is coming forward with a message. So they might email you, text you, drop a note in your DMs, whatever it may be. But I feel like this might, I think this might stir up a lot of emotions for you. And this is just saying you just need to accept that. Like you might have moved on in your life and become more grounded, and your person has too. But I feel like once they come forward with a message, that it's just going to stir up a lot of feelings for you. But you just need to embrace that. Just accept it. Because I'm just getting a really good sense from your person, like you and your person. And then remember, we got the I understand our connection now. So it's like if you drifted apart, you know, maybe at first the two of you were like, you know, in pain because ending relationships are painful, but then you sort of moved on to your own thing. But I feel like again, this is both of you. I think you both understand that this was more than just, an average relationship. Yeah, I pointed out the yin yang symbol there. And then again, we have the 10 of Cups, which is like you're happily ever after with your person. So I definitely feel like your person is going to come forward with a message. I just got chills. This one makes me really happy. Because again, I don't feel like anything horrible ended your relationship. I don't feel like anything tragic happened. I think you just maybe were in two different places and just sort of drifted apart, which happens. But I feel like now you two are in such a much better place that you can come together and bring balance into each other's lives. So it's going to be a much more fulfilling relationship than what it was before. So, okay, you guys, I'm leaving it there because I think that was on a good note. So I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, then please join me again for another pick a card reading. Bye, guys. Hello there. If you chose group number 2, then these are your love messages from your spirit guide. So let's see what cards you got. You have number 36, turn on your heart light. Number 21, field of dreams. I love that card. Your hard work is paying off. That's new moon in Capricorn. And then I pulled some love messages from your person, what they want you to know, and you actually got 2 messages. So I didn't feel good enough for you, and it has always been you. Ow, that's so sweet. I don't know why that one just makes, I don't know. That one sounds so sweet to me. All right, let's see what your tarot is. All right, group number 2. What's going on with group number 2's connection, their person? Can you tell us about group number 2? Okay, we have Ace of Cups. Group number 2's person. No, that's not right. Group number 2's person. Okay, we have 9 of Wands. Okay, a whole bunch came out there. Do I want all these? Yes. 4 of Swords. Queen of Swords. 9 of Swords. And the Fool. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. I'm going to set that there. So let's see what is going on with your person. Let me get some clarification though. What is the 9 of Wands about? What can you tell me about the 9 of Wands? 9 of Wands. Okay, what can you tell me about the 9 of Swords? 9 of Swords. What is the 9 of Swords about? What about the Queen of Swords? Can you tell me about the Queen of Swords? Wow, okay, hold on a second. You got so many swords and pentacles and wands and literally just 1 cup card. So I'm definitely feeling that, well, hold on. I will reserve that comment for a moment, but okay, let me just take everything in for a minute. This is so cool. So on both ends of your cards here, you got the Ace of Cups and the Fool. Both of these talk about new beginnings. You have an opportunity here for a love offer coming in. And the Fool is actually going on this new journey with complete faith, and there's like, you're not worrying about the past, you're not looking into the future too much, you're taking in the present moment and just enjoying this new journey that you're going to go on. So I feel like right away, I'm definitely feeling like a reconnection with this person, or at least an offer coming in. But with the Fool, I feel like I'm already feeling like you're going to take this offer. Like you're going to go on this new journey with this person. But I feel like this is what I'm getting. Like your person's going to come in with this new offer, but there's going to be a lot going on with you before you decide to take it. Because we have the 9 of Wands here and the 9 of Swords. So 9 might be significant to you, but this is like, I'm almost feeling like this is your progression. It's like your person's coming back with this offer. It's almost like you're feeling, sometimes this can talk about like feeling defensive. Sometimes I look at it too as like being prepared. So it's almost like I feel like you're almost, I feel like you know this new offer, this opportunity to start a romance again. I feel like you already know this is going to be like you're preparing yourself for this to be hard work. This is not going to be the fairy tale romance. I don't know if you're expecting a fairy tale romance, but I feel like deep down, you know, this is not going to be, especially because we really don't have any cups except for this offer. So I feel like, you know, this is going to take a lot of hard work. It's going to take a lot of communication, a lot of perseverance, a lot of dedication to this relationship. I mean, the Queen of Swords is like, I feel like you're going into this very honest. I don't know how honest you were before with this person, but I feel like now you know that you have to be completely open and honest with your person. And that's not to say you're going to, say things like that are going to hurt, but you're not going to beat around the bush. Like, you're not going to hide your feelings. You're not going to pretend, like, you're not going to say something but mean something else. I feel like what you say to this person is going to be exactly what you mean. And it's almost like they come in with this offer and you're going to take some time out to think about things. You're definitely taking some time to reflect. This is interesting. So to clarify the 9 of Wands, we got the 6 of Wands and the Empress. So it's like your person comes in and immediately puts you up on this pedestal and is treating you like you are the most beautiful creature, the most loving, nurturing person they've ever met. They're just putting you up on this pedestal and they just think the world of you. And it's almost putting you in this, I feel like that might be why you're feeling a little, I keep coming to the word defensive, but that's not really the word I mean. It's like you're just wary of what's coming. Because if you look at this, this 9, so it's almost like he's like this person and their teammates here, or whatever they are. It's like they're lined up for battle, but they're they're just kind of hanging out there, and they have wands, and they're not, they're not pointing out at anybody. They're just kind of hanging out. So it's like they're wary. I feel like they're just on guard. Maybe that's the better term. They're on guard. So it's like this person comes in with this offer, and they're just talking about how wonderful you are and telling you all these things that you want to hear. And you're just a little on guard. Like, I don't know. Are you being honest with me? Like, is that how you really feel? And so I think that's going to send you into, I think you might turn away from this person for a little bit, and you'll be like, I need to think about this. Like, you're coming in with this offer to me, and I need to think about it. I need some downtime. To clarify the Queen of Swords. Oh, that's interesting. We got the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. So it's like you've taken some downtime, and I think you've decided that you're going to be open and honest with this person. Three of Pentacles talks about planning, perseverance, hard work, but with someone. So I feel like this is you and your person kind of holding each other up. Like, you both know this is going to take some work. And then the Four of Pentacles, that's like, it's kind of like control. Like, I feel like you're taking control of the situation. You're definitely taking more control of the situation, because I feel like this is energy that this Queen of Swords is energy that you've come into since you've been away from your person. Like, maybe the two of you weren't so open and honest before, and that could have been part of your issues why you're not together anymore. And the Nine of Swords talks about like worry, maybe some anxiety, maybe it's keeping you up at night. So it's almost like you're not sure about this new love offer. It's so interesting. You got the Nine of Swords clarified by the Star and the King of Wands. I definitely feel like the King of Wands is your person's energy. It's very charismatic, very attractive, bold, confident, a risk taker, someone who, like, they're just comfortable in their life. They're just very happy in their life and where they are. And then the Star talks about hope, like unflailing hope. So it's almost like on the surface, you're a little, or maybe deep down, you're a little anxious about, is this going to work out? But you really are really hoping that this person is genuine, that they really want, no, what was I going to say? That what they're telling you is the truth. And I think I think eventually you are going to take this journey with them. You're going to just take the leap. It's like having faith that it's just going to work out. And remember, we also have the High Priestess, which talks about checking in with your higher self, your gut intuition. So it's like, I think you're going, especially with this downtime, you're going to be checking in with yourself. Oh, we also got, remember, your hard work is paying off. So again, I feel like you know that this is going to be a lot of work to put into this relationship. This is not going to be an easy relationship. But I feel like you're a different person. You're definitely a different person. And I think you'll be able to communicate better with your person. You also had Field of Dreams, which talks about hard work paying off. Like, you're able to get, you're like reaping that harvest. All that hard work that you put in is paying off. And you're going to have abundance coming in. Turn on your heart light. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. So I think that's like when you're taking this downtime and you're checking in with your intuition, it's like focus on the good times you had with this person. Focus on, and that's not to say to ignore the bad stuff, because we shouldn't do that. But I'm getting the sense definitely that there is more love with this person, even though I don't have any cups. But there has to be, I mean, the fact that you're willing to put in all this work, like, that's love to me. I mean, because relationships are not easy, you know? They do take work. And I feel like you really are willing to put in this work. Like, you know this is going to take work. And you're okay with that. So it's like, so I think even though you might be feeling a little wary, you might be feeling a little anxious, I feel like this is telling you to put yourself in a good place mentally, emotionally. You know, just because this is going to take work doesn't mean you can't embrace and embody love. It doesn't mean you can't, just because there's like no cups here, that doesn't mean there's not going to be any emotion in this relationship. It doesn't mean there's not going to be true love. Because again, I think this is your person, very passionate energy. So it's definitely there. I just think that, yeah, it's okay to put in the work, but still, you know, put out into the universe that you're willing to try again. You're willing to love again. And then remember the messages from your person. I didn't feel good enough for you, and it has always been you. So whatever your person has gone through, I definitely feel like they've probably put in some work too. If the message was, I didn't feel good enough for you, but they are now this King of Wands, because the King of Wands is very confident. So your person probably wasn't feeling very confident before, and that might have been part of the issue that separated you two, but they are definitely confident now. So this message coming in, even though you're feeling kind of like, oh, I don't know if you're telling me the truth, I feel like they really are telling you the truth now, because they're bold, they're confident, they're like comfortable in their skin now, is what I'm sensing. So I think that's where I'm going to leave it for you, group number 2. I hope that resonated with you, and I hope you enjoyed that one. And if you did, then please join me again for another pick a card reading. Bye, you guys. Hello, group number 3. As you can see, the cards are already spread out, and very stupidly, didn't actually hit the record button when I laid them all out originally. So, if you watch more than one group, you're the only group that is starting out this way. So I apologize. But, yes, so at least I caught it, right away. But yeah. Anyway, so what I did was, I laid out your 6 tarot cards. You got this King of Wands as your bottom of the deck energy, and then I asked for a couple clarifying cards. So that's what all the tarot cards are about. But what I want to point out first off is you got the 10 rock bottom card. That's what it looks like upright. But you got it upside down. And upside down, rock bottom talks about addictions. That could be why you and your person separated. And if addiction doesn't resonate, it could just be anything that, and I'm sensing that this is actually your person, hit rock bottom, especially because we got the I'm working on myself message. So it's like they either had an addiction and that's what separated you two, or there was just something going on in their life where they, they might have been in like depression or something that was just making them feel like they hit rock bottom, something making them feel depressed. And maybe that's what separated you two. Maybe that's why you separated. Maybe they had to go work on themselves. So I feel like, especially with this message, I feel like they're still in process of working on themselves at the moment. We got the 8 of Cups in reverse. And in reverse, it's kind of like, I feel like this was your person. I think of this when it's upright. I think of it as deliberately making the choice to kind of retreat from things, like taking a step away from things, maybe going down a different path, just kind of like, again, retreating from the situation. Like you are making that decision. But in the reverse, I'm getting the sense that this is your person, and it was more of them being, like it wasn't purposeful. Like it's like they weren't thinking right, or I'm trying to think of the word. I feel like they did leave. Or they kind of I don't want to say forced you to leave, but it's almost like they were acting in a very inconsistent, kind of reckless way that maybe you left, but I feel like they are the ones that did that. But it wasn't like they didn't put thought into this. And maybe it's because they did have an addiction, or maybe it's because they were just feeling so badly about themselves that they weren't thinking straight. But this is clarified by the 8 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles. So I feel like they really want to talk to you. They really want to send a message to you. They really want to communicate with you. It's like they feel like you bring balance into their lives. It's like without you, they've felt this imbalance in their life. Because we have the Page of Cups, which also talks about messages. This is like messages of love, of romance. I do feel like this is both of you. I feel like both of you are wishing that things were better between you, that you could be reunited with each other. I wonder, I'm really getting the sense too that maybe your person, like if there was an addiction going on, like maybe they didn't, like maybe they weren't the nicest to you. Maybe they said things to you that weren't the nicest, or that maybe hurt you. And it's like you both went into hermit mode. Like you both had things to think about. I do feel like, I keep coming back to this, I'm working on myself. I do feel like your person has put in the work. And that they have now come into this King of Wands energy. King of Wands is very attractive, very confident, very bold. Oh, we got the be bold and make the first move. Interesting. But I'm not getting the sense that this is you, though. I feel like this is your person. I feel like this is your energy. I don't know why I'm feeling that, because Knight of Wands can sometimes talk about being like, what's the word? A little bit reckless, kind of like this Eight of Cups. But I don't know why I'm not getting that from your person. I feel like this is you, but I don't think you are reckless. I feel like this is more of, I feel like this ties in more with the be bold and make the first move, because the Knight of Wands is daring. He's a risk taker. I don't know why I'm getting that, because it feels like on the surface that shouldn't be this shouldn't be your person's energy, but I'm really getting that. I just feel like it really ties into the I'm working on myself. And maybe that's it. Maybe they're just not there yet, but they are almost there. Maybe that's why I'm getting that that's your person. But the Knight of Wands is, again, adventurous, risk taker, confident, someone who's ready to like kind of charge in. I really feel like this is your person at the moment, feeling very stuck in this situation. Like they don't know. It's like they want to come forward. They want to come forward with these messages, but they're feeling stuck. And maybe it's because they're just not there yet. Maybe they're afraid to. It's clarified by the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. So yeah, so it's like your person has put in the work. They're not quite there yet, because we haven't reached the 10 of Pentacles, have we? But your person has put in the work. And now they're sort of taking a moment to appreciate everything they've done. They're in a good place. They're kind of independent. They're almost there. We also have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands in this deck always makes me think of like someone spying on you. So I think that your person might be too afraid to come forward. They're checking out your social media. They're checking in with friends, like mutual friends if you have them. But I just get the feeling that your person is not, even though they want to come in, it's like they're just not quite ready yet. We have 2 nines here. So it's like they're almost there. They're just not quite. Not quite ready. Now these 2 cards. Love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. That's a gorgeous card. And then you are limitless. You can do anything you choose. So, again, I feel like you're both wishing for this, that things were better, that things, that you could come together and reunite with each other. So I feel like you both have to come into this energy, this like higher level of like putting the past behind you. That doesn't mean like forget, this rock bottom part. It doesn't mean forgetting about that and ignoring that. It doesn't mean to ignore this, situation that maybe they weren't communicating with you, or maybe when they did communicate, maybe they weren't the nicest about it. Like maybe they had no tact. Or maybe they just didn't communicate at all. Whatever this is, like, it doesn't mean to forget about all that. But I feel like you two have, again, if you both were working on yourselves and kind of retreating from everything. Your person was working on themselves. I feel like you kind of were too. And now you both can come into this energy of love and abundance and accepting that the past was the past, but now maybe you can move forward. Oops, sorry. I keep knocking the camera. And you can do anything you choose. Well, I love that. Is that, yeah, that's like a unicorn. I love that. You can do anything you choose, which I think ties into these two cards. It's interesting. We got nothing will come of the situation and be bold and make the first move. So I hate to tell you this, but I feel like if you're waiting for your person to come forward, I feel like you're going to be waiting a long time. Because again, they're in this stuck Eight of Swords energy. I feel like they're afraid and they're not quite ready yet. They're still working on themselves, whatever that means, whatever stage they're in. I think they're going to get to the King of Wands. They're just not there yet. So I think this is your advice, is be bold and make the first move. I think that might be what you're going to have to do in this situation. You're going to have to embrace that you are the knight in this situation. You are going to have to be bold and take that risk. Because, you know, especially if you're both wishing for it, I think the outcome would be pretty good. I feel like I want to get more messages from your person, though. It's like we know your person's working on themselves, but I feel like there's more your person might want to say to you. So let's see. Does group number 3's person have anything else they want to say? Oh my gosh. I'm getting myself ready for you. Wow. Okay, what else do they want to say? I'm crazy about you. Number 3's person, group number 3's person. What do they want to say to group number 3? Group number 3. Whoa. I daydream about you. I think this is too many here. Group number 3. Do they have anything else they want to say? Please don't pressure me. Because they're still working on themselves. Anything else? Anything else? Group number 3's person. That might be it. Nothing else is coming out here. I think that's it. Okay, yeah, that's it. Nothing else is coming out. Okay, so I think that's the key. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just so excited. I think that's the key here are these two cards here, is that your person is wanting to come forward. But I think that they're still working on themselves. I almost wonder, but we also got this, please don't pressure me. So I feel like when you come forward, and you notice I said when and not if, because I feel like Spirit's nudging you to do it. Of course, you have free will. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Because we also got the you can do anything you choose. So I don't want to pressure you. I'm not trying to pressure you. I'm just trying to pass on that I feel like if you really do want this, that when you go forward with this first move, because we have these two messages here, I feel like this doesn't, you don't need to put a lot of pressure on this. Just because you're going to make the first move doesn't mean it has to be a declaration of love, or it doesn't mean it has to be you immediately getting back together and starting a relationship. It could just be you checking in on this person, like seeing how they're doing, seeing how life is going, you know, like friendly. So it doesn't have to be, you know, so if you're kind of nervous about making the first move, it doesn't need to be, like, you know, like I said, it doesn't need to be a big declaration of love, especially if you, like if it was an actual addiction that broke you up, or just something where maybe their life wasn't going the greatest, like maybe they lost their job, and it kind of put them in a bad place. And, you know, sometimes it's hard for people to deal with things like that. Totally understandable. I mean, you know, life sucks sometimes. And I think we've all been through some times where we can honestly say we've hit rock bottom. So I think that, again, it doesn't have to be anything huge and major. You can just reach out and just say, hey, I was thinking about you. How you doing? Or I saw, you know, a movie and it reminded me of that time we went to the skate park or whatever. I mean, I'm just throwing shit out here, but you know what I mean. It could just be something very simple and friendly, just to say how you're doing. And maybe that's all your person needs, is just that little door opening. Because yeah, I feel like they definitely want to come forward. They just don't know how. Just don't know. So maybe they just need that little nudge. But again, you do what you want. Free will, team free will. So, okay, guys, that's where I'm leaving it. So good luck to you. I hope this resonated. I hope you really enjoyed it. And if it did, then I will see you again for another pick a card. Bye.